And the next model is information flow model. So information flow model, as the name says, it deals with how the information flows within a system from one application to another application, from one resource to another resource. Okay. Now, what are the different ways in which information can flow? When I say information flow or controlling the flow of the information, it means that there are various ways in which information can flow within a system. For example, if you open a program, then that program could try to open another program. That program could try to access the content of another program. So that is one way in which the information could flow from one program to another program. Similarly, when your program tries to read something from the memory, that is also an example of the information flowing from memory to that program. Similarly, if you copy some data on the USB drive or write some data onto your system from the USB drive, that is also flow of information. So there are many ways in which information can flow. Like it says here, there are many ways in which information can flow within a system. For example, process accessing memory segment, data moving in and out of CPU registers, data moving from hard disk to swap space, data being written to USB drive, etc. These are all the ways in which information can flow. So information flow model is focused towards these activities. It is focused towards controlling how to control the flow of the information, so that no matter how the information is flowing, the information always remains secure, and that information does not flow in a way that can compromise the state of the system, that can compromise the security of the system, or that can put the system in a vulnerable state. Okay, so that is the goal of the information flow model, to control the flow of the information so that it does not compromise the security of the system. All right. So let's go to the mind map here. It says information flow model controls all these ways to information flows, and it makes sure that information does not flow in a way that puts the system or data in a vulnerable state. Now, one way for information flow model to provide security is by ensuring that covered channels do not exist. Now, what is a covered channel? A covered channel is a channel that is a hidden channel. It is an unauthorized channel using which the attackers can access some information in an unauthorized manner. So, for example, there may be two applications, application one and application two. Now, when the developers built those applications, application one and application two, they built those two applications and they built them in such a way that the application one could communicate with application two only in a certain specific way. Maybe they built an API so that application one could pull some data from application two, right? And that is the only authorized way for the two applications to communicate with each other. But an attacker may be able to figure out some other channel using which the attacker may be able to pull information from application 2 into some unauthorized application. And that may happen because maybe the developers did not build the application securely enough. So that unauthorized channel that is used by the attackers to access the information from application 2, that unauthorized channel, that hidden channel of communication, is called a covert channel. Okay, so information flow model tries to make sure that no covert channels exist, because as I said, information flow model tries to control the flow of the information. Okay, so it tries to make sure that information only flows in a secure and authorized manner. So covered channels is something that information flow model tries to avoid. Okay, and then the two models that I'm going to be speaking about shortly, Bell LaPadula and Biba models, they are built upon information flow model. How they are built upon information flow model, you will see shortly. Okay, so these are two models. These are two important models for the exam. So these are two models that are built upon the information flow model. All right.